A lot of the most common questions I have, they relate to building a cupola and how do I go about that and how big should I make it and how should I lay it out. So there's a lot of those questions that are come up while everybody's preparing and building out their equipment needs for next year. A cupola is like a second roof that you might have on your building in a sugar house. And it allows for you to have a large open door or window that you can open to let steam out easily. And the reason for that is a lot of our evaporators, when we go in a building, we're throwing up a lot of steam from the boiling process. And we don't want to make it uncomfortable where it's so much moisture that it could potentially damage your building if it's not set up with the right building material. And so the cupola helps us safely and effectively vent the steam out. So a good way to consider the cupola is to think about the size of your pan and how much steam it's going to put up. And it's typical for you to look for 100% to 150% of the surface area of your main boiling pan to be that size or larger for the cupola itself. So for example, if I have a 24 by 48 pan or a 2 by 4 pan, I'm going to want to make sure my cupola is at least 2 by 4 or bigger to accommodate the steam that's coming up and out. A mistake I made early on, besides just that opening being enough, the height of the cupola is also really important because you need to have enough space for the steam to actually exit out. The first version of the cupola I did, it only had about an 8-inch opening for steam to come out, and it worked relatively well, but there was still a lot of persistent steam in there. We ended up redoing that cupola several years later, and we made the door height on the cupola 24 inches so that the opening of one door of my cupola is equivalent to the entirety of the surface area of my pan.